All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. We got ourselves a car video, but we got two games on the NBA slate tonight. We got the Celtics in Game 7 taking on the Bucks, and then we have the Suns taking on the Mavericks in Game 7 as well. This might be a shaky video. I'm on my phone. I have my notes here on the back of an envelope, but we're doing our thing out here. We do have two games to jump into. We didn't have any NBA games yesterday to recap today, but we did have a positive, winning, positive night a couple nights ago there. But we can recap that when we get back to the usual setup. This is probably going to be a quicker video than normal, but we might as well jump right into it. We got the Celtics here, 5-point favorites at home. My Celtics, man, yeah, they come through in Game 6. That was awesome. Jason Tatum absolutely going off, going head-to-head with Giannis, former MVP, one of the best players on the planet. Jason Tatum says, no, we're taking this thing to a Game 7. He brings it home. Celtics -5, though. It's a pretty big number. These two teams are able to go back and forth so easily at the drop of a hat. So I'm a little weary about that. But you guys, like I said in the last video, I'm leaning Celtics -5. They're my Boston Celtics. This may be the last time this season I can bet on them, so I'm riding with them. And hey, if you want to fade me, fade me. If you want to ride. But yeah, we're going Celtics -5 in this one. The total is 206.5. Both totals tonight are very, very low, but we've seen in the playoffs, these games continue to go under. I am going to lean the over in this one. I think we're going to have a little bit of a shootout like we've seen in previous games in this series. So I'm going to lean Celtics -5 in the over 206. And just some trends to throw around for you guys here. Milwaukee 1-4 in the last 5 against the spread, 2-11 in their last 13 against the spread versus Boston. And then Boston 5-15 straight up in their last 20 games at home, and they're 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 at home. Versus the Bucks there. In terms of injuries, Robert Williams is questionable. I really, really hope that he plays. The Celtics need Robert Williams. I know they've been hanging in there, ducking, dodging some punches, but Robert Williams is such a game changer for them. So I'm truly hoping Robert Williams gets the play. He is questionable, and then Middleton's still out for the Bucks, which I can imagine being a Bucks fan watching this series saying, our guy that is literally a Celtics killer. Chris Middleton seems to always kill the Celtics. That guy isn't playing in this series. Are you kidding me? But hey, as a Celtics fan, I don't hate it. But yeah, I'm going to lean Celtics here, -5. And then the total again, 206.5. Yeah, I might be an idiot. I might be a dummy for thinking, but I think that this game goes over like a 110 to 115 type ball game. Let me know in the comments if you guys are riding with the Celtics. And speaking of riding, use hashtag ride of the day in the comments, guys. That is how you guys can possibly get shouted out in the next video. I will pick someone from the comments, and I will shout you guys out win or loss. I'll be jumping on board with one of your plays. One person in the comments I'll be jumping on board with, and I'll let you guys know in the comments when I do. But use hashtag ride of the day, and then give me your play, and feel free to give research, anything like that. You guys will get a shout out in the next video, win or loss. If we're at the usual setup, you get the applause and the cheers if you win. You get the womp womp if you lost. But let's move along here to Game 2, guys. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video as well. We're approaching 10,000 subscribers, which is like, what the hell? I can't even imagine that, but I can't thank you guys enough. But here we go. Game 2. We got the Suns 6.5-point favorites in this one. The total, like I said, both totals tonight really low. The total is 205 in Dallas and Suns. I mean, these are two teams that can put up points whenever they want, and it seems like we've seen some absolute duds in terms of how many points scored in this series so far. So the total makes sense. It's a good number to me. We'll get to my lean there in a second. And speaking of that, guys, just a reminder, all my final plays will be in the pinned comments. So these are all leans that I'm giving you, and really where my head is at on the game. But make sure to keep an eye on the pinned comment and check that out throughout the day, because that's where my final plays will end up being if I add any player props or anything like that. I'm in absolute Celtics Game 7 mode, so I don't know how much research into player props will do, but if we find any good ones, I will let you guys know in the Discord as well, why we came about that added play and everything like that. I don't just leave you stranded there with a pick. But make sure to keep an eye on the pinned comment. That's where my final plays will be. Again, Suns 6.5-point favorites here. Total is 205. Jay Crowder's the only injury to note here. He is probable. And some trends here to look at. Dallas 8-3 against the spread in their last 11, but they're 5-10 against the spread and 3-12 straight up in their last 15 games versus Phoenix. Now, I've looked like a little bit of an idiot here saying how much better Phoenix is than this Dallas team. They're way better than them, and here we are at a Game 7. So clearly I'm not, I don't have the best gauge of talent here for Dallas, because they've continued to surprise me within this series. But overall, I do still think that this Phoenix team is much better than this Dallas team, and I'm quite surprised Sound so educated. I'm quite surprised that this got to a game 7, but I'm sure Dallas fans could be like, no, you're an idiot, Ev. This is why it is. They're good here. They're better here, blah, blah, blah. I just think this Phoenix team is way better, and here we are at a game 7. So again, 5-10 against the spread in their last 15 against Phoenix, and then straight up, they're 3-12 in those same last 15 versus Phoenix. The Suns are 8-0 versus Dallas in their last 10 at home, and they're 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 at home. So Dallas, they're coming into the Thunderdome there for the Suns, a team that's been playing really well at home here, especially against Dallas at home. So I'm going to be leaning the Suns here, -6.5. We'll see how it pans out. Like I said, I've been thinking that this Phoenix team is way better than the Mavs every single game. And this is a series in which I think I've picked the Suns or leaned the Suns every single game. So obviously if they win this one, it's a profitable sort of mindset of, okay, you know what, I think Phoenix is going to win more games than Dallas this series, so I'm going to take Phoenix every single game. But we're doing, again, running it back, -6.5, running it back. I'm going to lean Suns -6.5, and then in terms of a total, 205. It's another one where I think that it could easily go over. But we've been a little cold with totals in the playoffs because some of these numbers are so tempting. Like Vegas has you on the hook. Look at how low this number is, 205. Are you kidding me? Phoenix is playing 205. Dallas, are you kidding? Easy. And then it finishes like 100 to 89 type of thing. So I'm going to lean both of these overs tonight. I don't know if I'm going to go and throw those in as final plays. Make sure to keep an eye on the pinned comment. But that is what we got for you guys today. Again, apologies for the car video, but you know, we're about 3 hours away from home right now. So we're out here getting the videos done when and where we can, propping my phone up against a plastic thing on the dashboard of a car, back of an envelope, notes. We're doing our thing out here. Hope you guys do appreciate it, and we will catch you guys in the next video. As always, peace out.